Hey everyone, I'm Skotti from Skotti RNY, and this is my week 131 post-op Roux-en-Y gastric bypass and maintenance update. Hello and welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome. Yes, everybody is welcome. Hopefully you guys are doing well. How am I doing? Well, of course you know how I'm doing. I am fantastic. Oh yeah, absolutely fantastic. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, and it's going to start right now. I'm 6'2", 47 years old. My highest weight ever recorded was 419 pounds in August of 2014. I had surgery July 7th, 2015 at Humber River Hospital in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. My surgery weight was 340 pounds. My goal weight was 219 pounds, which I originally reached my goal at week 33. Last week I was 243 pounds, and this week I am 237.8 pounds. Yes. For a loss of 5.2 pounds, making my loss from surgery of 102.2 pounds and a total loss from my highest weight ever recorded of 181.2 pounds. Wow, yes, so I am down. Why am I down? I think maybe I did a few things right. Never perfect, but a few things right. Part of the things that I did correctly, I tracked my food, something I haven't done in the longest time. Remember what I said last week, I think it was? Back to basics, right? Because we know that when we first came out of the starting gates from surgery, we were doing this and we were doing that and we were writing this down and tracking that. And really, I think if you've gone overboard, like I had, I think that's a great way to get back in there. Is just go back to what you started off doing. Because that's what worked. Yes, you won't lose the weight like you did, in the beginning, but you will lose the weight, right? And obviously I have. So tracking the food, keeping within, an X number amount of calories, all that stuff, makes a difference. And of course, my usual, going to the gym when I can. And avoiding, all the little scones, Pop-Tarts, and chocolate bars, and everything else I've just been living with for the last, I don't know how long, because I love that food. But I haven't had any of it, though. So that's good. That's very good. Thank you. Yes. So let me see. One thing that I did, I noticed and I tried, I had some almond milk, and I'm not a big fan of almond milk because, there's no real nutritional value to it. But I had some. So I made a protein shake with it, with my protein powder and that. And you know what? I was pleasantly surprised. Yes, I was, because it gave it a creaminess without all the calories and without all the carbs. It was creamy. Creamy. So it made that shake creamy. It was delicious, actually, is what it was. So I'm going to try and incorporate that now. I still like to have cereal every other day for breakfast, a protein cereal with fruit and normally skim milk. But again, calories and carbs, right? I want to see if I can cut that back a bit, because I know the fruit is high in carbs, and so is the milk. So I'm going to try it with almond milk and just see how that goes, because I'm getting enough protein from the cereal and all that as well. The extra 13 grams of protein, 13 or 9 from the milk. Oh well. So we're going to give that a whirl and see how the almond milk treats me this week. But it was really good. Almond milk with your protein powder. Shaky. Drinky. Yeah. Let's see. My air fryer this past week, I put the air fryer to the test again. And no, it was not chicken wings. Though I wanted to. But it was not. So I had some tilapia. A whole tilapia, like, the head, the tail, everything, just the guts gone out of it, though. I know, weird. Why would you air fry a whole fish? Because I can, and I will, and I did. Cut up some garlic and some lemon and some stuff, dill, that's it. Crammed it in that body of that sucker. Cut a little slices in the top of it. In there, too. Season. And there you go. And there you've got this fish going crazy in this air fryer. And again, how did it taste? That's right. It was delicious. It was absolutely delicious. So again, weird thing, it wasn't really what I was anticipating, but I had it. So I said, well, let's just do it this way. So I did it, and it worked. So maybe, hopefully this week, I don't know, I'll try something else. If I don't, maybe the next week, because that's just how it rolls with me. So that was really good. We had our local weight loss support group, meeting this past week. Wow. It was good to see everyone, the first one of the year, and glad to say that I was not the only one that went overboard for the holidays. A lot of the people did, and a lot of people are like I am, and maybe you feel like regret for what you did. You loved it at the time, and it was fantastic, eating all that food. But then you kind of, okay, New Year's here, you're regretting it, and it's not the New Year resolution. For some it is, but for some of us, it was just like, oh my God, so let's get back on track and back to basics. So it was good to know. But one thing, though, really, a takeaway from that meeting, which I think is really key, was temptation overload. We're tempted every day, wherever we are, work, out at the stores, this, that, or whatever, with food that we shouldn't have. But we all agreed that at Christmas time and New Year's, it was temptation overload. There was more than what you would normally see. So why not just cram that in your cake hole, right? Because you're not supposed to, and you shouldn't. But we did. So it was good to see, unfortunately, that everyone else went through that, but it's good to see that I was not the only one, and that other people were going through that as well. So we pull up our socks and get going and see if we can fix this thing again, right? Yes. What else we got on the list? Oh, so, what did I write here? Oh, yeah. Part of the reason why I ate some of the crap food that I did, and why I want to, and that's the craving part of me that I want to, because I want to feel normal. Like other people do. People that don't worry about their weight and can eat this and can eat that. I want to feel like that. That's why I have these cravings, and that's why I eat this food. Back in my head, I have to remember I am not those people. I'm not that normal. I'm my new normal. And that's not for me. But it's still hard to get out of your head, though, because, again, temptation really, falls with that, because you're around people who can eat that stuff or want to eat that stuff, and they do. And part of you wants to fit in, right? Do you ever feel that? And you want to fit in, like, with the others, and I'll have, even just a small piece. I want to have some. Even though we shouldn't. But we do. So that's one thing I found, too, was just that really odd feeling of, I want to feel normal, but I can't be that normal anymore, because that was fat guy normal. This is my new normal. Speaking of fat guy normal, some time ago, last year, maybe the year before, I'm not really sure, here in Ontario, Canada, they came up with, on all menus at restaurants, you have to post the calorie content of said meal, said item. So everywhere you go, you'll see on the menus, this meal is X number of calories. And I look, I'm like, really? Like, if you're going to McDonald's to have a Big Mac, and you look up at the sign and you go, oh, Big Mac is 25,000 calories. Exaggeration. Oh, I'm not going to have that. I'm going to have a small cheeseburger instead. No, because you went with, I'm going to have a Big Mac, and it doesn't matter how many calories it is. So I've always thought that, right? Like, if you're going to a certain place and eating a certain food, and you know where you're going, or if you're going to a new place, but I'm going to have chicken or ribs or beef or whatever, I'm not going to worry about, what's the smallest calorie intake for that? Because that was fat brain. It's like, and I wasn't tracking anything, right? So this past week when we went to a restaurant, I had been tracking, and I was still within my calorie range. I think this is the theme for this week. And here I am looking at the menu, and I knew I wanted to have a salad meal. Not a burger or a chicken or anything else like that. A salad meal. So there's 2 salad meals, 3 actually to choose from. One was chicken Caesar salad, which, I should have. But the other 2 salads. And here I am looking at this menu going, that's 450 40 calories, and that one is 410 calories for about the same size. Now, that being said, I can only eat a little bit more than a quarter of that salad to begin with. So I'm not worried about eating it all at one meal. But here I was, the one that's saying, oh, who's going to look at that? You know you're going to go in for a salad. You're not going to care about the calories. Well, yeah, and that's what I did. I was sitting there going, should I take this one or should I take that one? Why? Because that's how the healthier people live. Stop doing that. That's how the healthier people live, right? Is they watch what they're eating and such like that. So I guess the not fat person me, even though I'm still fat, giving this a try, was actually looking at that and going, yeah, you know what? No, I shouldn't do that. Maybe that is a good idea that they came up with that and putting that on the menus, making us aware of what we're eating. Whew. Okay, well, that was a crazy one. That sure was. Okay, yeah, so I've kind of burned through that list not so bad and bored you to hell. Anyways, so that's it for in a nutshell for this week. So thank you, subscribers. I appreciate you guys. I love your support, and I try and help you out as when I can and as much as I can. Yeah. Don't forget to like the videos, because we always like to be liked, and whatever else goes on around here. And that is it for me this week. Thanks again, everybody. And remember, not every day is fantastic, but at least I have the opportunity to live every day. Until next time, take care and bye-bye.